So a new He-Man trailer dropped today, and well, here's my childhood. Yeah, exactly. I mean, when I saw this trailer, all I could think was somebody heard us complaining about Kevin Smith. They heard us saying, man, it can't get worse than this, can it? And they were like, yeah, right. Hold my beer. Now, the funny thing about this is I think that Kevin Smith, he knew this was coming all along. That's why he kept mentioning Netflix and She-Ra. He kept telling us how original that was, how great that was, how he would love to see a He-Man version just like She-Ra. We got that now. Oh, yeah, we got it big time. You and I, we're going to talk about this today. Fun times, huh? Fun times indeed. So hey there to all you fine folks on this fine day, by the way. I hope you are doing excellently. And seriously, can somebody explain to me what's going on with these companies right now? I mean, I'll be the first umbrella to admit that before I lay my head down to sleep, I look up at the sky and I pray to that parasol-shaped deity, and I say, if they're going to ruin something from my childhood, if they're going to make it cringy, then please, please let me be able to make fun of it. But still, don't they think they're going a little far? I mean, think about some of the releases that you've had scheduled for the last year. You have Warner Brothers with DC Comics sounding off with I Am Not Starfire. You have Marvel uniting the entire internet before that with this little dilly from New Warriors. As far as Netflix and He-Man is concerned, I'm pretty sure you're aware of Masters of the Universe Revelation, all of the excitement for that and how that turned out. And then you have this little dillio coming to you yet again from Netflix. And every time I look at this, I keep wondering, is this supposed to be damage control when it comes to Kevin Smith? Are they trying to make me forget how awful that series was? Kevin? Hey, Kevin, what are you doing here? You need to get off the screen. No, seriously, Kevin, you need to get out of here. Get out of here now. Don't cry. Don't cry at all. So originally, I was going to play the entirety of this thing for you, all 2 minutes and 43 seconds of cringe-worthy lusciousness. But you know what? Netflix said, baby, we are shutting you down. We are shutting you down worldwide. Get over in that corner. Put your nose in it, Umbrella. Yeah, sad times, huh? So instead, I'm going to treat you to this. Check this out. Here, you have Prince Adam. He's changing. Look at his words. I have the power? And he's Scooby-Doo's it up. Does this make you forget about Kevin Smith? Does it make all of the customers feel better? No, absolutely not. One more time, slow down. I have the power? It is so freaking bad. There's plenty more cringe, too, as you're introduced to your team. Here you go. I mean, this is what your team's going to be like through the show. They make sure you see that team a lot, too. They're not shy about it at all. And look at this. This is going to be the kind of humor. Oh, so quirky. You get, oh, man, we got to be careful. Oh, he just walked in. Oh, I got to get in there, too. Oh, here comes another. Oh, man. Right in my funnies. Oh. The funniest and most telling thing about all of this, though, is they absolutely knew how this would be received. They know how Kevin Smith stuff went over. They knew what Kevin Smith did when he went out and did damage control. They had nothing to say. They basically backed him, and they knew that this was coming out, and they know how people feel about She-Ra. What do they do about that? They cut the comments off. Why? Because they figure they're going to get quite a bit of traction. You see 14th trending, and look how much traffic this has. This has 167,123 views there, 3.3K upvotes, 5.2K downvotes. And if I refresh, because I've been doing this for about 25 minutes now, putting everything together, look at how the numbers change. You have this go from 14th in trending to 13th. The views, they climbed to almost 200,000. This is going to get quite a bit of traffic. And if you look at the upvotes, yeah, it's going to get some upvotes there. But look at those downvotes and the ratioing. You almost have a 2-to-1 showing. And that, oh, that's just getting started. Wait till you see where it ends up before days are done. Now, when I see those numbers, too, I can't help but think, surely Netflix understands how much excitement, how much hype, how much promise He-Man had at one time and how much damage they've done in the span of just around 2 months. I mean, if you look at this dropped June 10th, 2021. This was your official teaser for Masters of the Universe. You notice everything about the numbers here. They are overwhelmingly positive. You have 7.791 million views on this. People, they tuned in. They were excited about it. But more importantly, you have 255,000 upvotes. You have 13,000 downvotes. Even after all of the blowback that this has received, this thing, it was so big. So many people were excited about it. It still hasn't managed to chip that away at all. I mean, really, when you think about those numbers and you think about the hype that they represent, it's astounding that they managed to throw all of that away. Because again, those numbers, they were overwhelmingly positive. And when you compare them to other products, I mean, they blow everything out of the water. Here, for example, you have Fear Street. Fear Street, it was hyped and it was hyped hard. Look at the numbers that it got. It got 5.9 million views. Those are good numbers, by the way, but still doesn't come close to He-Man. Normally, too, I mean, you have things that come in at an underwhelming 40K here. You have some that go over 1 million, but most of the time, they stay at pretty low numbers, telling you that this thing, if they would have done it right, if they would have handled the controversy right, that it could have not only played well, but they may have been able to spin it into this other show, and it could have been at least lukewarm, if not positive, but no, they did their damage, and they did it exceedingly well. What makes all of this damage even worse, in my opinion, is that Kevin Smith, for everything that he's done to turn people off to this franchise, knew that this thing was coming. Why do I say that? Well, side by side with his show, he would bring up She-Ra time and again. In my opinion, he wasn't taking up for She-Ra necessarily. He was taking up for it, and he was trying to acclimate you to that style. Why? Because he knew, well, right after his show, there was something else coming. And if he was leading to making fun of that there, well, he might damage the next He-Man franchise. Yeah, that wouldn't be good for his Netflix overlords. I mean, look at this. This is an interview on May the 15th, and it's saying, while there was no new details provided about what's in the new cartoon, he took a moment to defend She-Ra, Princess of Power. And the way he brings it up, I mean, listen to this stuff. You have a problem with it. Oh, you know, that doesn't look good. Oh, all of that, it's insane. Why? Because this, it was incredibly original. They took the material, they made it into something new that more people could appreciate than ever appreciated before. You know, because when we segue the show that I'm making into something like that, yeah, more people, they can appreciate that too than ever appreciated it before. That's the crazy thing, like I said, because Kevin Smith, he's the one that did the damage. Not He-Man being rebooted, not necessarily Masters of the Universe Revelation, but this guy lying. This guy continuing to lie, gaslighting fans, going out of his way to say you're review bombing, you need to grow the F up. Yeah, he knows exactly what he did.